Okay, somebody asked me this the other day. If your kid came up to you and told you, like, I, like, if Hunter, okay, I'm not speaking this over Hunter.
It's fine.
If your son came up to you and said, hey, I think I like boys, or I think I'm a girl, how would you react? Like, what
Can
would
you
you
imagine? I'm
say?
like, you're an idiot. That's not true.
You're stupid and you kick him down. You hit him with a Bible.
Yeah, no. I think it's a thing of where it's like it's starting them at a young age, teaching them like everything we believe what the Bible says.
Mm-hmm.
And I think and here's the thing, it's like I think it's also like Michael's talked about this too, of where it's like he wants them to firmly believe in God from their own understanding, not from ours. And so
Yeah.
it's like, so he wants them to be like, is that what it's like? If you want to come to a conclusion, you need to research it on your own, so much so that you know nobody else can waver you on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that when it comes, it would always start the conversation. Okay, why do you think that? Why do you, oh, it's because of this? It's like, so
I think
and that
every
kind of thing.
Christian
It's like,
should
oh,
be
I
into
think I'm a girl. It's like, why
apologetics.
do you think you're a girl? Well, it's because of like this. I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't mean you're a girl. That just means you like that. Like, there's certain things like that.
Okay, Hannah and I were talking about this today. She was saying, because she was talking about raising kids, like boys and girls,
Mm-hmm.
and we got into the topic of like coloring like hair, like how little kids want like their hair colored, and
Yeah.
she's like, I'm not doing that. But then I was thinking about it because I am a girl and I think about all of the fun things that girls can do, where it's
Mm-hmm.
like we can do our like fun things with our hair, we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
do
yeah.
our nails, we can do our makeup and get dressed up. But then we're also told like we can do like mechanics, and we could do like, we could do like the guy things, but we can also do the girl things.
Yeah.
But then guys are told you can't do the girl things, but you can only do the guy things. So I was like, how do you deal with that, like when you're raising kids, where you're like, you can do this as a girl, like, then do you tell your girl like you can't do that, that's for boys?
I think it depends because there is stuff that's like inherently feminine,
Yeah.
like putting makeup on. What's the purpose of putting makeup on? Oh, well, it's because it's because it makes you look more feminine. It makes you
Yeah.
look more like a girl.
Yeah.
So if so, like
And it's fun.
so, like for instance, like for Hunter, if he ever wanted to like do his hair, like yeah, go get a mohawk, dude. Like you can do fun stuff with your hair like that. I'm never gonna color my kids' hairs because I just want to spend the money on it.
Well, also it looks.
But like I wouldn't have them do like fun things with their hair mainly at this age or even like in elementary school because I'm like it's just a waste of money, it's not gonna last long. I'd rather it be like I remember when I think I was like a freshman or sophomore in high school, and I that was when the feather trend came out where everyone had a feather clamped in their hair, and I remember doing
I
that,
wanted one of those
and
so
that was
bad.
like not permanent, so it's really
Yeah.
easy. um and like there's stuff like that. I think it's also like are they are they seeming to have feminine traits mainly just because that's what they're surrounded by?
Mm-hmm.
So like I know for Audrey, like because we have three boys one girl, like for Audrey I'm going to be doing more stuff with her, like girl stuff. And
She's
then
such a girl.
yeah, and I didn't
She's
have to
so
do
girly, I
that, I didn't
love
have to
her.
force that on her, that just kind of came naturally. And then with the boys, like, and here's the thing, she also likes boy stuff too, like she likes playing with the monster trucks with them. um and you can, and yeah, and it's like a thing of where like Hunter would ask like, oh, she's wearing a dress, am I wearing a dress? Like, no, boys don't wear dresses. And then he just knew, oh, boys don't wear dresses. And it's not like something that's like, oh well, yeah,
It's
if
not
you want to wear
toxic.
it, no, I'm not gonna do that because he doesn't wear a dress, like.
Well, and also it's not like, I don't know, I feel like that could be very difficult, like obviously like in the world that we live in. I
Mhm.
think that it's great that you like, not that you've kept them like sheltered and like they can't experience the world, but it's like it's so
Not
plainly.
exposed to the things of the world they don't need to be exposed to,
Exactly,
yeah.
and it's so like plain, like this is for boys, this is for girls. It's not just like, no, you can't do that,
Mhm.
that's for girls only or something. I feel like, but then how do you like use, like how do you tie that in with the Bible, like saying, hey, girls can do this but they can't do this, and boys can do this but they can't do this, and then tie that in biblically.
I think that like the basic one is that like God made you like in your mother's womb, like he thought of you before you were born, like like you were made for a purpose. So like if you're born a boy, there are things that you cannot do
Mm-hmm.
because you can't have a kid. physically you cannot birth a child if you're a boy.
Wow.
Do you know? And so like, but there are people that are like, well, no, like not yet. And I'm like, no, that's not a thing. And so there's certain things where it's innate, like it comes with it. Obviously, like back in the day, like men were the hunters, women prepared the food. That was kind of like it. Or very much like far more advanced in days to where it's like you may have a girl that like loves the idea of working a 9 to 5 and then like seeing the kids when she gets home, and you may have the idea, and then there may be a guy that loves the idea of
Being a staying at
cooking at
home.
home. And I know it sounds very weird, and but also like also like taking care of the kids, whether it is like helping them like make a fort or doing like different stuff like that. I think it is very innately more that men have the mindset of being the provider, but it also like, how did you grow up? Like there could have been men raised by single moms or just raised by moms that were able to be stay at home, and so that's all they saw was just moms doing stuff at home.
Yeah.
And so I think it just like it's very weird. I think that it's just because of like that's how I think that is how God designed it, but I think that there are different couples where for some reason that just works and they're still glorifying God, they're still doing the things they're supposed to be doing. I think it's just because of how it looks. It's kind of sometimes hard to process of like the woman is the one that's providing the money, but and it's that just can be where it's really hard.